Everyone says, when I have money, when I meet someone special, when I finally change my life, then I'll truly be happy. But what if I told you that the happiness you're waiting for isn't hidden in the future? What if it's already happening right now, in this exact moment, but you're too busy looking ahead to notice? For years ago, I was a living picture of someone waiting for something magical to happen. I'd wake up around noon, skip breakfast, turn lunch into an excuse to spend more time on my phone. Hours scrolling the feed, watching short videos that seemed to distract me from everything, and at the same time, distracted me from the only thing that mattered, living. At the end of the day, the same silent promise. When I pass the exam, when I make enough money, when I leave this house, then I'll smile for real. But deep down, I knew I was just postponing. It was as if I had put my life on hold. Like someone standing at the door, waiting for someone to arrive and bring happiness wrapped up like a gift. But real life doesn't work that way. One completely ordinary day changed everything. I was lying down, scrolling through my phone, feeling apathetic, when a strange thought crossed my mind. What if I just got up and went for a 10-minute walk? It wasn't a grand plan, wasn't a formula for a perfect turnaround. It was just 10 minutes. On that first day, I came back with burning legs, short breath, sweating more than I thought possible. But somehow, something felt different. A small, almost shy feeling of victory. Like for the first time in a long while, I had done something just for me. The next day, I did again. And again. And I started adding other small things. I read 5 pages of a book that had been collecting dust on the shelf, drank water instead of soda at lunch, went to bed half an hour earlier. Tiny things that seemed insignificant, but started to change everything. I realized that every time I did something beyond what I'd done the day before, that spark would show up, an almost involuntary smile, that deep sigh that seems to cleanse the soul. And that's when I saw something that had always been right in front of me, but I'd never truly understood. It was like when I used to play video games. The most fun part was never grabbing the trophy or reaching the highest level. What really made me want to play another day were the small victories, learning a new combo, defeating a tough boss, discovering a secret path. The trophy only marked the end, but the real joy lived in every challenge overcome. We spend our lives waiting for the big day, when I have the perfect body, when I meet the love of my life, when I earn that dream salary. And then when we finally get there, we feel an emptiness that makes no sense. Why? Because what fulfilled you wasn't the finish line. It was everything that happened while you were running toward it. So I ask you, what's pulling you forward today? It might be something huge, like changing careers, but it can and should also be something small, learning 3 chords on guitar, walking 1 extra block, cooking without using a microwave, finishing that book you always put off. The size doesn't matter. What matters is having something that makes your heart beat faster, even if just for a few seconds. And above all, stop postponing your life. That voice that convinces you, I'll be happy when, is lying. Happiness doesn't live in the future. It's born the moment you take the next step, even if you're trembling, even if you're unsure. Because it's today, not tomorrow, that the invisible little victories happen. The ones no one posts on Instagram, that don't become stories, that no one likes or comments on, but that, little by little, transform who you are. And in the end, maybe the life you've always dreamed of isn't hidden in a big achievement. Maybe it's happening right now, while you walk, read, learn, try, fail, and try again. Start today. Not because everything will change overnight, but because today is where the most beautiful part of the journey lives. The quiet little victories no one sees, but that change everything.